So I was very disappointed. Yeah, we lost everything, and what else to do? But I knew something else it can be done, and I took a break. And basically, those days I was like, when you're mentally down, you have to be physically strong. So I was going to gym and like that. I did not have many friends to talk to. So, and what else could be done? And then only one of my friend, he was in gym. He was a civil engineer. He said, "Why don't you do civil engineering?" I
Mm-hmm.
was like, "You're good in maths," and I was like, "What to do? Civil engineering?" And I did not like that construction work and this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say we'll do electrical and electronic, mechanical. I had a friend of mine. She was working in Sri Lankan Airlines as a mechanical engineer. She said, "Salim, why don't you try?" Not interested. Then I said, "Let's say electrical and electronic. You have to do something, no? In life, you can't stay like that."
So
Then
whatever
what
happens, we have to move on, right? That's
we
life.
have to move on. We have to move on. Definitely, we have to move on. So what I did on the orientation day in the college, on the orientation day, I saw something called biomedical engineering.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it ticked my head. So I was like, I had a huge love for the chemistry. I was like, this program has maths, this program has chemistry, this program has bio, and this program has physics. I did not know what is it, but I loved it. I wanted to see what is it, and I went
Okay.
in. I went in, and when I went in, some of my friends in the middle, at the starting after 5 6 classes, they jumped to civil because there was an issue whether the college will be able to provide a top up.
Okay, okay. Actually, that's my next question, Salim, to you, because since you have gained so many experiences from different sectors in the healthcare industry, so I believe that you will be a great motivation for several BME youngsters, right? So my mom, I'm supposed to ask you about your academic side. So what did you study? Because you have two degrees, right? Biomedical
Yeah,
engineering as
yeah,
your primary one,
yeah,
and you have done your MBA, right? So
yeah.
can you just give some ideas about your first degree? What did you study in those degree and your second
Yeah,
degree?
I'll come to that. So after I joined, we had several modules. All right, and initially when I joined, I told you it's a collection of all four subjects. Right, there you had
Yeah.
chemistry, biology, you had physics, maths. So what happened was, first of all, during our and there was programming also. There was programming. There was IT sector also. So basically, you study to a depth the electrical and electronics part, especially the electronics. Then to a depth you study about the human anatomy,
Mm.
okay, and physiology. And inside the human anatomy and physiology, you have the chemical part. That is
Mm.
the molecules and the chemical compounds. How does it work? Then when you took into the mathematical part, that's what I'm saying. Where I said when you go as an engineer to a hospital, you will be needing to do certain planning. Then there the plan comes from the mathematical part. Civil engineer is all about mathematics. Then the IT sector. When you take an equipment, each and every medical equipment is equipped with a program. Then you need to know a program language.
Mm.
How does algorithms work? So there I was very fascinated and interested in this field because I never researched. Most of my friends had researched. And I went only one thing, I believed in my heart. My heart was like telling, go for it. And I went. That is the first time in my life, okay, after having a huge breakdown and losing many things, that was first time in my life I listened to my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Fiber. That is the first time ever in my life I trusted my heart because those days I used to think whatever this one is saying is the right thing, whatever this one is saying is the foolish thing. Yeah, yeah, that's how I thought. But that was the first thing I stepped listening to my heart. Whatever happens, let's see, let's take the risk. Why don't we take a risk? We have lost. There was nothing to lose for me, and I said losing something else, what would happen? Nothing won't be a bigger loss because I lost many. But it turned out I was successful. All right. Then after that, internship after finishing first semester, second semester, and fourth semester, we were told to find internship. Uh, Mentioning out, I don't want to criticize anything. That's what I said. Where I got my qualification, I didn't tell the place where I got it.
Mm-hmm.
and whatever said and done, I studied there, and due to unavoidable, I can't say unavoidable, due to bad leadership. I say, frankly, I say, because I'm a very straightforward guy. Due to the bad leadership of the place where I studied, that particular person didn't help the biomedical engineering student to a greater extent.
Mhm.
So, failing to find internship by promising that they will find internship, they failed. And end of the day, we were in a huge problematic situation because we did not know what to do, we did not know where to go. Some
Mm.
eventually, by help
I
of
think
God,
I think
I,
still the students have the same problem finding the internship, right, while going through the academics, right?
yes, 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 that's what. At ESOF, what I have done is whoever enrolls, okay, internship is guaranteed.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's a
internship.
great idea. It seems we.
And I have got hold of certain hospitals and companies. We will disclose it later. We have signed MOUs with them, and they have promised to give internship for the students.
Mhm.
They will get. And the students who enroll for this program, yes, if the the college will help them to get internship. So, but this is not about just giving a verbal promise. We have a solid promise. Okay. That's whatever I went through, I made sure that whoever enrolls to ESOP should not go it. Okay. So back to my story. Then we had a hard time. Basically, to frankly tell, Getson, I had to go more than 40 to 40, 45 to 50 hospitals. You don't have more than 45 to overall. No, I'm saying collective. Companies and hospitals within Colombo, what I ever know, asking for internship. I didn't get anywhere. I never got anywhere. I was
Mhm.
fortunate enough to get into Durden's hospital by grace of God. Allah especially, I had to tell, it was a challenging thing. And when I went there, I gave my CV, HR never responded. Then I had to call HR. I went back, I took my CV, I met one of their heads, and she promised that she will do, and she told she needs 3 weeks time to call me back, and I gave. When she called, she said, you come next day for the interview. And early morning when I was waking up with happiness and I was having a wash, I prayed and was getting ready, and I still remember I was wearing my tie until here, and I'm getting a call telling that since you are from this relevant institute, we are not able to take it. Okay,
Oh,
we are not able to take it. The institute, in the sense where I did my HND degree. Yeah.
yes,
Then
yes.
I was like, don't say like that. Please give me an opportunity. Let me prove myself. And she was like, yeah, okay, let me speak to my engineer back. And I called back. Then after that, I thought, oh my God, I went through so many disasters to come up, and I had a hard time pay my college fee and all, very hard time to pay my college fee. And with a great difficulty, my mom helped me, especially I have to thank my mother. Without my father, my mother did her ultimate best to educate. Just imagine, that is the point. That is the point where I'm saying parents sacrifice a lot to educate their children, and it is the duty of the relevant institute to make sure that whatever the money spent is going in the right place. It's not all
Mhm.
about stealing. Mark
Mhm.
my word, stealing. Whether you, if you don't provide a proper service, it is known as theft according to my concept. Okay,
Yeah, it's no point of having a huge
no
amount of
point, no
money
point, because
giving
for
false promises, right?
we are paying money and studying. We are paying money. Even we are paying or not paying, you have to do a right thing according to my consciousness. If you are paying and study, you have to do more than that. Then after that, I said for my mother, it's done. There's nothing else. Then my mom was, don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. God will help. Then I'm getting a call. Come for the interview. I was very happy. I went. I had to stay many hours with the engineer, because usually biomedical engineers in hospital, you call them clinical engineers. They are very occupied. They don't have a specific time. When they promise a time, they can't come, because that's how the healthcare work is critical. You never know what sort of issues are coming up. Then after that, he interviewed Nimala Sen, sir. His name was Nimala Sen, sir, the senior biomedical engineer in that hospital, and my guru. And he said, yes, I'll take it. Then I learned my experience, everything I will credit in healthcare to Prasanna sir and Nimal Sen sir, the two senior biomedical engineers of learners. Yes, my time there was very tough, but it was worth.
Mm-hmm.
It's because of that guidance I'm here today. Okay, and I'll always say, without help of God, I would not have achieved anything. I'm a strong believer of God. Then,
Okay.
then we had a call from that institute that yes, your top up is ready. You all can come and join. I made sure one thing. I will tell frankly, and you're also a student of that institute.
Yeah, from the same institute.
Okay, we are all from that. I made sure I spoke my batch, my friends always spoke that the head who was there during HND should not ever teach a single module to our degree. We will never participate. And we were lucky enough that relevant individual never came. That
Mm-hmm.
individual never came. And for final project supervisor, that individual was allocated. Only one student went near him for supervising. That is because his project was related to something to him and he went. Okay. And he was my close friend also. It's like, okay, fine, but end of the day, we were happy. And then they appointed a new head, Bhagya ma'am. She's in UK now. Bhagya madam, very beautiful, superb lady. She was very beautiful in her heart. She was interacting with students for the maximum. It is she who changed many things here. She did a lot, but unfortunately she left and everything. And she did a lot of things. She interacted with the senior older students. She asked us what is the output, how can we did maximum. Now we are established around. And so what I felt is here at Esoft, so whatever the dreadful time I went through, whoever enrolls here will never go through.
Mm-hmm.
From the academic perspective, I have got a good lecturer panel, and from the college, every facility is here. And one more thing to add to that, I will be conducting workshops frequently, or I can say at least one per semester. So the students can interact with the suppliers and they will understand what is happening in the industry as well. Because
Mm-hmm.
in healthcare, more you learn, the more you understand. Because day to day there are n number of problems, not the same problem again and again and again. And day to day healthcare is developing. Now you see, with the COVID, we all face. We never ever thought what is known as pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
what is the virus can do. The whole world has been shut. People were indoors, but we were not indoors. We were working. Myself, I was working, and including my wife, she was a doctor. She was also in the front line. She was working the COVID ward. Both of us were working. So we risked our life for the betterment of the people. We never knew, and we were both recently married as well. So
Mm-hmm.
usually, when a couple get married newly, they won't live together. But who knows whether we will be there tomorrow or not? But still, when COVID calls, we went. We never thought of anything else. And I had to experience when we were wearing masks. I had to wear masks, and you could not breathe. I had to wear this N95. You had to put an overall sheet. You had to put this PPE kits in certain places.
Mm-hmm.
It was tiring, and it was a different. It was a challenging experience. Then all I realized the value of a biomedical engineer.
Mm-hmm.
Because there were critical places where things were very compact, people were serious, and people don't come, people were very fearful. Most of the healthcare staff, some of the staff, on fear they even quit their job.
Mm-hmm.
So there was lack of staff, but still we came up with a huge challenge, and then only after the pandemic, the requirement for biomedical has increased drastically.
Mm-hmm.
It has increased a lot globally, and after that only I also so yes, we have to fulfill this requirement. Then I initiated this program, and my MBA. Since I was after joining the Melsta Health, I was in the management, in top management. Then I need to do certain. You should know how to do certain decisions. You should have some qualification to understand the management. So I thought rather than accelerating myself from doing an MSc, I wanted to do an MBA, a different experience. It was MBA is a professional qualification. It has nothing to do about business and that thing or this. Basically, you study, and you can apply that to anywhere in your real life. So that's what I got my two qualifications. And I'm planning to do a doctorate, not now, anytime soon. Maybe before.
Mhm. All the very best to you, Salim.
Thank you guys.
Okay, Salim. So thank you so much for giving us an idea about your educational qualifications and what did you learn from those educational backgrounds, right? Now let's talk about your experiences, right? Since you have gained so many experiences from a hospital and another kind of institute, I mean the lab, and now you are in the academics. Would you be able to explain us what were your duties? For example, what were your duties? What are the things you have done as a BME in the hospital? So our viewers can get the idea. What should a biomedical engineer do? Right? So can you
So,
start from the
I'll do it.
beginning?
Yeah. So, in a hospital,
Mhm.